What is going on, guys? It is Daniel back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about transforming in Fortnite and how it works. So if you go ahead and curse over this, it says transform, fuse unwanted items together to create something new. It's pretty straightforward. So when you come in here, everybody's going to have these four here, and then if you haven't used this transform key yet, you will get the hardware weapon transform for a uncommon. Okay. Now I have this hero transform schematic because of skills I actually went into. So if you go into your skills and go into research tier 2, you can see that I just beelined it straight down the side of the skill tree to get to allowing transformation of heroes. Alright? There's a couple of transform skills in this skill tree. There's heroes, there's lead survivors, there's ranged weapons, there's traps, there's defenders, and there's melee weapons. So you have all of that in this skill tree. Now, I've actually, in any of the other skill trees, I've yet to find any other things on transforming except for the first skill tree where you unlock transforming right here and here. So, back to transforming now. So if I was to double click on this, it gives you this new menu here where you have five empty item slots, and then you have what you need over here. So real quick, if I click on this and I go to my melee weapons, now, these ones are all useless ones that I'm never going to use, right? So if I click on this, you can see that it's going to give me a common melee weapon if I transform this. It's going to cost 400 schematic XP, and that's what I'm going to get, and it's also going to cost 50 research points here at the bottom, alright? Now, real quick, something to note is that if I hop over to my schematics and go to melee weapons, if I was to, let's say, recycle this guy right here, you can see that I get 400 schematic XP for recycling this. Now, if you came over here to transform, if you were paying attention, you noticed that when I did the exact same thing in here, it gave me that 400 weapon schematic XP. So you don't lose anything from transforming this except for your research points, alright? So real quick, you can see also that you've got your bar here 0 out of 16. If I filled this guy up, you can see the numbers on the right are increasing until the point where it's going to max out when I put in this last one. So I will get a rare melee weapon, 2000 schematic XP, because there's 5 of them, 400 each, and it will cost 500 research points. Now, I don't have those research points, so I can't actually do this transformation right now. But if I did, I would be able to transform these, getting the weapon XP into a new rare weapon. Alright? Now, this is only for rare weapons. So if I was to empty this out real quick, please. And if I was to go over that max, which I think was 80, it doesn't matter. So if I was to throw this legendary in here, it still goes to 80. It gives me 56,000 schematic XP because I put a bunch into this, but I still only get a rare melee weapon out of this. Okay, so the highest you can go with these starter transform schematics is rare. You can't go any higher, no matter what. All right. Now the only way that you actually can go higher is with transform keys. So right here you have my permanent keys, and that's all of these ones right here. Alright, and then you have your consumable keys, and I have only one right now. Now the way that you get these, at least the way that I have found them so far, is that sometimes on your map there will be things that, like every day, will give you a transform key when you finish a certain mission. Depending on how hard the mission is, depends on the rarity of the transform key. You can get epic transform keys, and you can get legendary transform keys. It just depends on what mission it is and how hard the mission is to what transform key it will get. Now, when you go onto your map here, and if I look, I don't think there's any today, but you see how this says Hero XP and Pure Drops of Rain? It will have another one that says transform key, and it will tell you if it's rare or epic or legendary, so you know before you start the mission that that is what you're going to get for doing that one mission. Alright, and that is how you get those transform keys, at least what I've found so far. Now, one other way that you can get it is actually by upgrading to Ultimate Edition. So real quick, if you click on this, you can see right at the bottom, if I was to purchase this, you have to have the limited edition, and then you get the Ultimate Edition. It gives you 4 transform keys if you purchase this. Now, I haven't done that, but if you did, if you really want transform keys, it gives you 4 of them. I don't know if it gives you epic ones. I don't know if it gives you legendary ones. I'm assuming it's going to give you epic ones, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, go ahead and jump back here. So, and then also, I am going to do one of these here. So, if you can see here at the requirements down on the bottom, it is now changed to people because I'm doing a hero here. Now, also, something to note is that this now costs more. So, if I was to put in 5 greens like I did last time, it will not give me my rare hero. It's not enough. It costs way more than that. So I start filtering out for rare ones to the point where I'm at 160 out of 160, which will give me my rare hero, and it'll give me 3,000 hero XP, but it'll also cost 200 people. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and transform this real quick. Alright, this is the last thing that you'll see here. It says they'll destroy the following valuable items, which is these guys, your requirements down here for your 200 people, and you'll get a rare hero and all your schematic XP. So if I go ahead and confirm this, look at that. I got Ranger Deadeye, Outlander, perfect. 3,000 hero XP, all that fun stuff, and this is what you got for it. Alright, now for your consumable keys, once you get an epic and a legendary, I definitely recommend using those consumable keys, but making sure that you put in enough stuff to get the best that you can almost no matter what. So like for this, I would need, let's throw this here and see what happens. Now this is uncommon, so it won't take much, right? So it only took 2 to get this, but it cost 2 pure drops of rain, which I apparently have no pure drops of rain right now to get this. So, but I'm assuming that if you have a legendary key, it's going to cost much more than even 160 like my hero did. So you need to make sure that you max it out so you can get everything out of your key that you can. Alright, now when coming to transforming, I do not think that it's useful at all until you have legendary keys and epic keys. Now if I click on this right here, I can see that it takes research points, and I'm getting all the weapon XP. So if you're just rolling in research points and you don't want to use them in your skill tree, I mean, absolutely do it. It's perfect. If you have let's say you have every research point node unlocked in your skill trees, you can use research points to do this kind of stuff because you're getting the schematic XP for it, and you're getting a new weapon out of it at the cost of research points. But right now, if I go over to my skills, I am nowhere near filled with these research skills. So I need to make sure that I get all of this stuff before I start using my research points on transforming weapons. But yeah, if you have a lot of research points and you can't use them anymore because you filled out all the skill trees, absolutely you should do this to make sure that you get all of your to get the best out of your items that you're recycling, because it's better than just recycling things, because you get a new blue one out of it, and like a blue one you get 750 schematic XP. So you're getting 750 more per 5 greens. So it is valuable in that aspect. You cannot I think I already talked about it, but you cannot over cap them. So once you hit max, that's max. It doesn't matter what it is. Each one is different, and each one will give you different things. So like a hero will give me much more. You can see I put in 1 hero, and I'm at 48 there. If I put another hero, I'm almost done. If I put in 1 more hero, I'm at max. So the heroes definitely cost more, but that's the same in the collection book as well. Now, talking about the collection book, I would recommend putting stuff in the collection book before you start transforming it for XP and stuff like that, or more XP and stuff like that. So I just wanted to talk about transforming real quick. Once you get, like I said before, I don't recommend doing it until, of course, you're at the point where you have those transform keys giving you the better things. I actually don't even recommend, if you don't want the other stuff that you get in here, I don't even think you need to buy these, because I don't think that the rare versions of these are good enough or even worth your resources to get. I think what you should do is just sit around on the map, level up. Once you get to these other areas, look for places that will give you those epic or legendary transform keys, and once you do that, then use this transform mechanic to get those guaranteed epic or legendaries instead of in the loot llamas where you have a chance to get it. So that's how transforming works in Fortnite. If you guys enjoyed the video, if it helped you at all, I would really appreciate it if you liked or subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.